Well, Saturday marks International Overdose Awareness Day, the world's largest annual campaign to end overdose, remember those who've died, and remind the public that there is hope. There are a number of local events being sponsored around the state, from vigils to meetings and community outreach. According to the CDC, 2,600 people in New Jersey lost their lives to overdose last year. As senior correspondent Joanna Gagis reports, advocates are zeroing in on parts of the state that need more money to save more residents from this preventable death.
Unfortunately, his drug that he chose was laced with fentanyl, and he didn't stand a chance. He was gone within seconds of the overdose.
It's hard for Arlene Brogan to talk about her younger brother, Brian Brogan, who died of an overdose last year, relapsing after years of struggling with addiction.
It broke our family in half.
Tomorrow, August 31st, is International Overdose Awareness Day, and with more than 2,500 New Jerseyans dying from an overdose in 2023 alone, recovery support groups are calling for change.
Every overdose is preventable.
Alyssa Tierney is with the Not One More campaign that's just released a second version of a roadmap for the state of New Jersey on how to spend the opioid settlement funds coming to the state from pharma companies responsible for flooding the marketplace with opioids.
We would like to see these funds used for medically assisted treatment, which would be buprenorphine and methadone, which are evidence-based practices, harm reduction centers, where people are coming in to get testing strips and syringes.
New Jersey is expected to get about $1 billion between now and the year of 2038. That $1 billion is going to be split in half. Half is going to be distributed by the state, and the other half is going to be going to counties and cities throughout the state of New Jersey.
Bob Budsock leads Integrity House in Newark and agrees the funds should only go to programs that are proven to reduce overdose deaths.
What is working well is a residential addiction treatment, outpatient addiction treatment, evidence-based prevention services, harm reduction services, and also ensuring that recovery supports are available.
One of those key supports, housing.
Safe, sober, supportive recovery housing. So, there are some housing opportunities for individuals, but not enough.
The Not One More roadmap also discourages any programs or systems that continue the war on drugs approach or criminalizing those who are battling addiction.
Let's not try to ticket and arrest our way out of this problem, because it has never worked.
Tierney says an innovative approach that's been successful in New York is overdose prevention centers, where people can safely use inside rather than out on the street.
They work. They take public use inside. So not only are you're not getting arrested outside for using, you're bringing that in, but if you do overdose, there's someone there to reverse the overdose, but also connect you to care.
A model that could have saved Brian Brogan's life, says Arlene.
An addict walks into the hospital. What they did was they revived him with Narcan, and they let him go a few hours later. And what the addicts will do is they'll go continue to use the drug. And that's what happened to my brother. He walked out of the hospital and died the night he was saved. So I would really, really like some of those funds to go to maybe meeting with ERs, talking to doctors.
And creating procedures for immediate referrals to care. And it's these personal perspectives that Not One More believes should be part of the strategic planning for spending funds. They're asking the state to listen to them and target the money toward local organizations that are building relationships within the communities of those using drugs.
We are guiding you in the direction where the opioid settlement money should go. We're on the front lines. We are listening to the people who are struggling, the families, people who have, the families of the people who have died. And this is where they want the money to go. And this is it's based in evidence.
It is more costly and time consuming. However, the most effective responses have been on a more local level. And that's where the community peer recovery centers and having harm reduction centers in each county will be beneficial.
And they'd like the council that makes the funding decisions to open its meetings to the public so they can weigh in on the $1 billion allocation. For NJ Spotlight News, I'm Joanna Gagis.